Hi, the topic of my discussion today is called, Did Jesus make all foods clean? This is what most Christians believe, because they tell us that according to Mark 7:17 to 19, Jesus was having a dialogue with the Pharisees and the dignitaries who accused him and his disciples that his disciples do not wash their hands before eating. The thing is not about washing the ordinary washing of hands to eat, but they're talking about ritualistic doing. And Jesus here is telling them that it's not what you do and then eat that harms you or makes you great or holy, but what comes out of your mouth. This is what harms people. And according to the commentators of this text, thus Jesus made all foods clean. And they then say that in that case we can eat pork. But it's not true. You can't eat pork because it's an unclean food. According to Leviticus chapter 11, 1 to 47, the Lord gave us what to eat and not to eat. If Jesus comes along and tells us that all foods are clean now, don't you think that he would be contradicting his own laws? Oh yes, he would. But he did not say such a thing, and believe it, because in the King James Version there's no such things as he made all foods clean. His other commentaries says this in this text in Mark 7:17 to 19. So we do not eat pork. It is unclean food. Why do you suppose that God gave Israel dietary laws to adhere to? Well, we can see that the nations around, if you read the book of Deuteronomy and Leviticus, the nations were so unhygienic and they just eat anything, and God gave them laws so that they would be different from the other nations. And also by adhering to dietary laws, it prolongs the life of the person. So we need to do this. And you cannot say that Jesus said that all foods are clean, so you can eat whatever you like. It's not true. Our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit. We can't just put anything in our bodies. If you consider in the wilderness, the people, the temple police were the Levites who kept the gates, and even in the Jerusalem temple nobody was allowed to bring any pollutants into the temple. And Paul tells us that, don't you know that your bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit? Psalm 24 verse 1, we're told that the earth is the Lord's and everything in it, including you and I, because he created us. So therefore we are stewards of this temple. What is a steward? The word steward means somebody who keeps something in trust for someone, for their overlord, to give an account in the last days. So you and I are going to give an account for how we treated our bodies. So let no one deceive you that you can eat anything, because according to when the Lord told the people that in Genesis that they would eat this, they may eat that, but after the flood they were allowed to eat meat, but their lives were shortened. So now it's the same, because if you put anything in your body, for example, or those lobsters, the molluscs that you eat from the sea, and everything in it which is unclean, and people think that they're so sweet delicacy and they eat them. They are bottom feeders in the ocean. They soak up everything unclean, and when you eat these things you become sick food poisoning is rife in these seafoods that people are eating. Don't eat them. Take care of your body. The psalmist told us that we were fearfully and wonderfully created. For what? To worship God in our bodies. So we have to keep our body temple clean for worship. And we give account in the last days how we treated this body temple. In this day and age, many people have died of consumption. What is consumption? It's lifestyles, how they treated their bodies, what they ate, and they don't know that they've been poisoning themselves. So be careful and treat your bodies with respect, because it's the home of the Holy Spirit. According to Paul in 1 Corinthians 6 verse 19 to 20, our bodies are the temple of the Holy Spirit, and we have to be obedient and glorify God in our bodies. If you're eating stuff which are no good, don't you think you're polluting your body? What is the truth of this, what I'm telling you? Well, you need to ask the Holy Spirit to reveal the truth of what I'm telling you, because according to John 8:32, the truth shall make you free. So know the truth about what you should put in your body and what you should not put in your body. So learn to treat the body with respect, because you're a steward of it. Everything on earth belongs to God, because He created you for a purpose. And do not kill yourself. In Exodus 20, we're told that thou shalt not kill. That includes killing yourself prematurely. If you kill yourself prematurely, you have to give an account to God how you lived your life. Believe it or not, it's true. So know the truth about what this matter I'm bringing to your notice. Don't think that when we talk about stewardship, people immediately think that it is just about money, about giving tithes and offerings. But everything that you own belongs to God, including your body. According to Galatians 3:28 to 29, if we are Christ, then we're Abraham's children. We are spiritual Jews. Do you hear that? We're spiritual Jews. So therefore, the dietary laws and what we should eat and not eat applies to us, just as the Jewish people. We are de facto spiritual Jews. Do you hear that? So keep your body clean and worship God in your body, because it belongs to Him. You do not want to shorten your life before your time. So this is my word to you, and I want you to ask the Holy Spirit whether I'm telling you the truth, because He's our teacher. He convicts us of sin, and He's with us. If you ask Him, He will tell you whether what I'm telling you is the truth or not. So thank you for watching this video, and bye for now.